that there is a very short statement which Saudi and Pakistan signed together. It says, if any of our countries are attacked, it is considered as a threat for both. And both the countries will take all measures to defend each other. Now,
एक सेकंड सर आपको
Yes.
इंटरप्ट करूंगा मैं.
yes,
कैन इट बी द रीजन कि पाकिस्तान के पास न्यूक्लियर है?
absolutely right.
सो अभी पाकिस्तान ने कुछ क्लेम किए कि दे हैव सम रेयर अर्थ रिसोर्सेज. सो हाउ ट्रू इट इज, क्योंकि देयर आर सम स्पेकुलेशंस आल्सो कि ये पाकिस्तान से ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. सो एक्चुअली ये सही है, गलत है, क्या चल रहा है? और एट द एंड फिर पाकिस्तान का मकसद क्या होगा? यहाँ से रिसोर्सेज मिलेंगे, यूएस लेके जाएगा, पैसा देगा, फिर हम बम बनाएंगे, फिर इंडिया में.
देखो, Pakistan's aim is very, very clear. You know that. Pakistan has got nothing to lose. It's a failed nation. प्रोटीन ही खाने के लिए उनके पास में. Why then the whole world or why the superpowers are keen to help Pakistan? Because of varied reasons, to my mind. China is keen to help Pakistan because
पॉडकास्ट के इस सेगमेंट में हम बात करने वाले हैं एक नए इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक के बारे में, जो हमारी सराउंडिंग कंट्रीज में जो पॉलिटिकल डेवलपमेंट हो रही है उनके बारे में. यस, वी आर गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट रिसेंटली हैपेंड अ डील और यू कैन से पैक्ट साइंड बाय सऊदी अरेबिया एंड पाकिस्तान. सो कर्नल अशोकन से हम जानेंगे कि क्या एक्चुअली हुआ था, इसका क्या जियोपॉलिटिकल इम्पैक्ट होने वाला है हमारी कंट्री पे या अदर कंट्रीज़ के ऊपर, और जो एक टाइप से थर्ड वर्ल्ड वार की एक प्रिडिक्शंस की जा रही हैं या माहौल सा बनता जा रहा है, इसके ऊपर क्या इम्पैक्ट बनने वाला है. सर, अभी हम बात करेंगे सऊदी अरेबिया की जो डील हुई है, या फिर हम कह सकते हैं पैक्ट साइन किया इन्होंने
Right.
पाकिस्तान के साथ. तो एक्सप्लेन करके बताइए डिटेल में कि ये एक्चुअली हुआ क्या था, क्यों हुआ, इसका इंडिया पे क्या इफेक्ट होने वाला है और बाकी कंट्रीज पे क्या इफेक्ट होने वाला है.
Thank you, Naveen ji. It's a very interesting topic. It's a very intruding topic. In fact, this pact came as a shock, or you can say it's a surprise to especially India and to all our fraternity
Just because
of
ki Saudi Arabia is our friend.
Yes, that's a point. So it came as a, I won't say pleasant surprise. It came as a shocking surprise to us. And the whole world probably wouldn't have really expecting this kind of pact suddenly happen between Saudi and Pakistan, because Saudi is a very good friend of us.
Yeah.
In the whole Middle East, Saudi is supposed to be the best friend we have. We have nurtured this friendship for long many years. If you look at the Crown Prince Salman, he's a very close friend of our Prime Minister Modi ji.
Right.
They have been meeting. They always hug each other when they meet, and it's a very kind of a दोस्ती का
यारी
एक
दोस्ती, दोस्ताना.
हाँ, वो दोस्ताना है इनके आपस में. In fact, Saudi में they have allowed even temples to come up, as you all know. And there is a diaspora. We have a lot of people in Saudi. Indians भी रहते हैं. So at this point of time, Pakistan also is a good friend of Saudi. Like, if you look at the history of Saudi, there has been times earlier that Pakistan forces has been helping the Saudi empire also. It has happened before also. There was a kishmish with Yemen.
Mm-hmm.
That's the time Pakistani army had been helping Saudi Arabia officially.
Okay.
And for Pakistan, it is an unlimited ATM. जब भी जाओ पैसे लेना है सऊदी अरेबिया से. So Saudi has been being a Sunni country basically, and Pakistan also has got the military leadership is basically Sunni. Though there are Shias, but then predominantly they are ruling. So there is a kind of pact with them unofficially also long time. Saudi also has been good friend of Pakistan. But this particular event happened that they have signed a pact like the NATO pact,
Mm-hmm.
that is militarily supporting each other, which means that there is a very short statement which Saudi and Pakistan signed together. It says, if any of us countries, any of our countries are attacked, it is considered as a threat for both. And both the countries will take all measures to defend each other. Now,
एक सेकंड सर, आपको
Yes.
इंटरप्ट करूंगा मैं.
yes,
कैन इट बी द रीजन कि पाकिस्तान के पास न्यूक्लियर है?
absolutely right. अब इसमें ये ओपेक कंट्रीज हैं, कितनी जो इस्लाम कंट्रीज है, देयर आर 57 इस्लाम कंट्रीज.
राइट.
अब क्या हुआ है, दिस ऑल सडनली ट्रिगर्ड विद द दोहा अटैक. Right, it triggered how? I'll tell you. Now, earlier also, the Kuwait, Qatar has been attacked by, America has attacked Qatar. Okay. Now, in Doha, Israelis had attacked last month to pinpoint the Hamas headquarters and the Hamas prime leaders. Okay. So if you look at it, it is a violence of or international law violence that दूसरे country के अंदर जाके attack कर दिया. So there was a understanding, or it was a known fact that America was giving a protection. It's kind of a defense umbrella to all the Saudi or all the Middle East countries, including Saudi Arabia and including Qatar. All these countries, there is a general feeling and general understanding that Americans will look after their sovereign interests, though they are all, kings and rulers there. कोई democracy तो है ही नहीं most of the countries में.
Right.
But America was giving them a blessing from as a disguise कि कुछ नहीं होने वाला इसलिए. Now the attack of Israel against the Hamas center inside Doha, that is the capital of Qatar, it has shattered this kind of umbrella. This defense umbrella ka jo belief hai, it is got shattered because now there is a feeling has come among the Arabian countries, Arabian nations there in the Middle East, that ki America will no longer can be trusted when it comes to Israel. You got my point? So after this attack happened in Doha, there has been a lot of diplomatic discussions and background associations. All this happened, and in the OPEC summit hua hai, this has been discussed ki should we now, all the Islam countries, should we go for a pact? Though it was mooted already, but it didn't go further because so many undercurrents happening.
Right.
It didn't catch up strength that time. However, now this has been a kind of pointer. Pakistan and Saudi signing a military pact now in the line of NATO. All the NATO countries are abiding from each other. Militarily, any country is attacked, every country will attack the enemy. So now these two countries, when they come to this pact, it is also, there is a imminent next counter reaction that all the countries may now assemble together under the same umbrella. And could be, I'm just saying, it is my way of thinking at it. It is my personal opinion. Nothing is in the air right now. But there is a probability that they also can come up to a kind of NATO kind of agreement where all the Islam countries gather together and become a formidable power. With Pakistan, as you said, being a nuclear nation.
Yes, right.
Because today in the Islam world, Pakistan is the only nation who has got nuclear bombs. Right? So, Pakistan is already given a statement that we will give a nuclear umbrella also to Saudi Arabia since this pact has been signed. Okay. So, this is a very major concern, and ramifications are much more than what we think. We are trying to underplay the whole thing, Indians. But if you look at India with this kind of scenario, though this pact is not meant for India, it was meant for Israel right now, but directly speaking or indirectly speaking, it is affecting us. Because tomorrow another Pahalgam type of massacre happens, India will have to attack Pakistan again.
Yeah.
Because we also had told the world that we will not take any more terrorism.
Right.
Right? So if that happens, what will happen then? Because of this pact, Saudi will be directly in hostility with us. And Saudi is one of the richest country in the world. So you can imagine China giving unlimited weapon power, Saudi giving unlimited money power. Pakistan has been pushed up into a formidable enemy. Now imagine all the Muslim countries, 57 Muslim countries, maybe may not be everybody will join, but even majority joins this pact. This is going to be a very major issue in the world.
Right.
And especially since Pakistan is heading the whole team now with this nuclear power, they say we are the only nuclear Islam bomb in the world. Iran, they tried their best, but they could not make it till today. Officially, they could not make today, but they are trying their best. But Iran also has to join. Though Iran is a Shia country, Saudi and Iran are not in good terms, fine. But then being a Islam country, they will finally gang up. So when there is a common enemy, today Israel is a common enemy. They are openly not saying India is a common enemy, but Pakistan ke saath mein, we are the only basic enemies. Now you look at Saudi. Is there any enemy got Saudi? Saudi got no enemies because Saudi is friendly with America, friendly with Israel also.
Right.
In fact, I2U2. You remember in the G20 time, we made a organization called I2U2. So what is I2U2? I for Israel and India, U2 for UAE and America.
Right.
Okay. Now there is one more corridor we were planning, that is India, Middle East, Europe economic corridor. That also was planned that time. But it got scuttled in between. It got a spanner in the spoke, a spanner in the machine. With this Israel and Palestine attack, or Israel and Hamas attack rather happened, the whole process got stuck.
Right.
Okay, so this is a major thing happening in the region, and India should be concerned. India should be concerned definitely, because this pact came as a big surprise to us, because it's like a very close friend suddenly joining hands with the enemy openly. So this is not a very happy thing happened. Especially our diaspora is very big. In the whole Middle East, we have almost 10 lakh of Indians there. Indians there. So it's a major concern. We should take it more seriously.
Yeah, definitely. There should be some kind of political collaboration kind of thing. So
we should be thinking loud about it, why this happened.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
Crown Prince Salman, he is a very open-minded person. He is not a religiously stuck-up person. He is a visionary, if you look at it, because they realized that this oil is going to dry up very fast.
Right.
So in the next century, oil is not going to be a deciding factor for economy. So he's already expanding into new realms of AI. He is getting into 3D printer technology. So he's thinking big, Salman.
Right.
But why he did this at this point of time is a point to ponder.
So अभी पाकिस्तान ने कुछ claim किए कि they have some rare earth resources. So how true it is? क्योंकि there are some speculations also कि ये पाकिस्तान से ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So actually ये सही है, गलत है, क्या चल रहा है?
Actually speaking, there are rare earths. There is no doubt about it. Basically in the Balkistan area, Baluchistan area, and in that Khyber Pakhtunkhwa area, these are tribal belts, huge tribal belts. There is evidence that there are rare earth there. And rare earth, it is very, very important for semiconductors, missiles,
Right.
In the coming days, all electronic new weaponry. Rare earth is a must. And as on today, this is also known fact that China is the leader in making rare earth production. In fact, 90% plus of rare earth production in the world is from China.
Right.
So it's a very major concern for the whole world, because they can really control the economy. And they can even control others' weaponry also. Because without rare earth, missile nahi banta, semiconductor nahi banta, सेमीकंडक्टर नहीं है तो फिर कुछ भी नहीं बनता है इन द फ्यूचर.
Right.
So that's a very major handle in their hand. Pakistan has been claiming rare earth for the last 50 years. There were, if you look at the media, you will find, you look at आजकल internet सब कुछ बताएंगे आपको. You will find there have been many companies who were trying to mine the rare earth from these areas in Pakistan. In fact, few American companies were long time doing research activities and survey in the area.
Okay.
And many had packed up and gone. Not because there is no rare earth, because they found that this is not economically viable, commercially not viable, and the quality of this rare earth is not enough. So the assumption was finally it is not worth to put in crores and billions of money here because the output is not going to be much.
Okay.
So that is the preamble. But now with the new claim of Field Marshal Munir that we have huge reservoirs of rare earth which has not been utilized, which has never been tapped, and somehow he could convince our Trump that all the earlier predictions were wrong. There we have a great wealth of billions and billions of dollars of rare earth we have. It has to be only tapped. So that's why you would have seen pictures in media also. Munir coming with a briefcase of rare earth rocks in this, and he is opening in front of Trump, and everybody is clapping. So it's all drama, all media hiccups.
तो चाचा impress हुए कि नहीं हुए?
Yes, he is become impressed.
Okay.
Trump has got impressed. So Trump is already given a order to one of the American companies. Now you go and find the possibilities to untap this great wealth, which was because then American says he feels that we are going to challenge the supremacy of China. We will tap the rare earth from there, and we will now start making semiconductors, and we will snatch this majority strength of China from them, and we will be viable. That is what is the prediction. Another angle.
Yes, yes, please.
See, the next angle is suppose there is a huge reservoir of rare earth there. Firstly, Balochistan में वो घुसने नहीं देता पाकिस्तान को.
Right.
Balochistan is as it is clamoring for freedom. They are dissidents. They want freedom. Even if Pakistan wants to tap this rare earth, Balochistan is not going to give it so easily because last almost a decade, Balochistan is fighting big battles with the Pakistan army, inflicting huge bloody casualties. अभी एक जाफर एक्सप्रेस का किडनैप हाईजैक किया है बलूचिस्तान लिबरेशन आर्मी, एंड देयर वाज ह्यूज क्योस. पूरे ट्रेन ही गायब कर दिया, मतलब हाईजैक करके ले गए थे उन्होंने. पाकिस्तान आर्मी हैड टू कम एंड ब्लडी फाइट इट आउट. लॉट ऑफ पीपल डाइड. So it is not easy. Even if it is there, it is not easy from that place to go and do, mining there. First point. Secondly, even if there some kind of adjustment happened with Balochistan and its Baltistan area, what do you think? China is going to allow that? China has already spent billions of dollars for the CPEC.
Right.
China Pakistan economic corridor उधर से चल रहा है, उसी एरिया से निकल रहा है. China has spent billions of dollars to develop that. So they also have this in mind probably कि हम rare earth को भी पकड़ेंगे, तभी तो इन्होंने उधर से roads बनाया. They made huge highways into these deserted areas.
Right.
So do you feel that after spending billions of dollars in the same area, China will allow America to tap it?
Not at all.
No way. So ये सब हवा में है. Field Marshal Munir, he is trying to hoodwink Americans as he always does. But in this bargain, he got gains to do. He got gains. Chinese, you look at them, they are keeping quiet. They just don't speak at all anything about this. Because उनको पता है होने वाला नहीं है. करना भी नहीं देते ये लोग, अगर है तो भी. Firstly, है नहीं है. Secondly, hey, to be China will not allow this. Why China will lose their, supremacy in this field?
Obviously.
करेगा क्या? over and above, they already spent billions of dollars in the same area, and they are finding a lot of resistance from the area. A lot of Chinese engineers have been killed in this area. वो उधर उनको भी सीपैक बनने नहीं दे रहे उधर locals. So it's a very chaotic place. जो देखता है वो नहीं है उधर.
और एट द एंड फिर पाकिस्तान का मकसद क्या होगा? यहाँ से रिसोर्सेज मिलेंगे, यूएस लेके जाएगा, पैसा देगा, फिर हम बम बनाएंगे और फिर इंडिया पे फेंकेंगे.
देखो Pakistan's aim is very very clear, you know that. Pakistan has got nothing to lose. It's a failed nation. रोटी नहीं खाने के लिए उनके पास में 24 टाइम्स IMF से लोन ले रखी है, अभी तक ये पैसे वापस नहीं दिए. सऊदी से पता नहीं कितनी बार पैसे लिए. They just go and get money from Saudi. Saudi always been helping. Saudi also been knowing that कि कभी पाकिस्तान से काम भी ले लेंगे. Now Pakistan got nothing to lose. उनको सब फायदा ही फायदा है. They are taking all weaponry from China now. Sophisticated weapons दे रहे China. And common enemy तो है ही India, तो China is interested. So in the hand of China, Pakistan is a tool.
Right.
टूल है उनके हाथ में ना. वो कर रहा है, वो काम कर रहा है. It is a kind of rendered tool है उनके हाथ में पाकिस्तान. Americans को देखो, Americans are also very happily helping Pakistan because of many reasons. Trump has got a special interest in Pakistan. ये आपको शायद पता ही होगा.
Right.
Because of the cryptocurrency family business.
Yes.
Okay. There is a World Liberty Financial Inc. करके कंपनी बनाया, which I spoke last time also.
Yes,
I'll
right.
just briefly touch upon. Whose company is doing cryptocurrency business, and 60% of the company's share is with the Trump family. And they are now connected with the Pakistan Crypto Council, which is a government agency. दोनों का आपस में समझौता हो गया. तो क्रिप्टो करेंसी पूरे इलाके में दे आर ट्राइंग टू पुश इट नो. तो ट्रम्प हैज गॉट ए पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट. तो ये सब ओपनली कर रहा है, खुला कर रहा है. ये तो अपना पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट के लिए कंट्री को इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. वो नेशनल सिक्योरिटी को कॉम्प्रोमाइज कर रहा है. ये ऐसी बंदा है. So the point is, Pakistan has got nothing to lose. He got everything to gain. Can you imagine two superpowers, sworn enemies, America and China, both are ready to help Pakistan? So this is a very peculiar kind of situation emerging in this region, but it's not good for us.
हो सकता है पाकिस्तान का ऑरा इतना स्ट्रांग है कि दोनों impress
Or
हो
नहीं,
रहे हैं.
their geographical location is very interesting, na? Because you see, firstly, Afghanistan side में earlier Pakistan was taking benefit of Americans by helping Afghanis to fight Russians. That is Cold War time.
Right.
तो बहुत पैसा खा लिया, अमेरिकन पैसा खा लिया. They gained a lot of money also. F-16 वगैरह उस समय के बाद में आया था. So America was very happily helping Pakistan and used ISI to create a revolution. They created Talibanis. जो आज की जो तालिबान है, अमेरिका ने क्रिएट किया है थ्रू पाकिस्तान to fight the Russians.
Yeah.
Russia was defeated in the whole scenario. The Russians went back. तो कोल्ड वॉर एंड हो गया उसी की बाद में. तो द मोमेंट कोल्ड वॉर, रशिया मीन्स USSR, उस समय की USSR. So when Cold War ended, Americans slowly started losing interest. तभी अफगानिस्तान के ऊपर कब्जा कर रखी थी उन्होंने. So they left Afghanistan, as you know it. So the whole area you will find who cluttered the place. You will find Americans only had created issues. अभी देखो, Taliban was created by America. Same Taliban was the biggest enemy of Americans later.
Yeah.
ये वो भीष्मासुर वाली बात है. भीष्मासुर को वर दिया गया है कि तुम किसी को भी छुएगा वो भस्म हो जाएगा. तो बनाया उसने.
Right.
उसके बाद में वो पीछे पड़ गया, परम शिव के पीछे पड़ गया.
Yeah.
बोले कि अभी देख लेते एक बार कैसे हो रहा है. So these are Frankensteins. They are all self-made monsters in the area. That is what is happening in Afghanistan. So I don't think this rare earth thing is working the way they want.
So one point is कि हर कोई पाकिस्तान की मदद कर रहा है. Is it just because of his जो जियो लोकेशन है, because they want India to be not that stronger? क्योंकि at any stage India is the one of the biggest market also, biggest economy and growing very fast. और हर मामले में पूरे वर्ल्ड में उनके साथ मतलब चल रही है, डेवलप किस
see,
स्पीड से हो रही है?
at this point of time, we cannot, nobody in this world can ignore India now. There is no
Exactly.
doubt about it.
Yes, right.
Most populous country in the world.
Yep.
143 हम बोल रहे हैं, अभी तो 50 हो गया होगा. 145 crore people. Biggest consumer market in the world.
Right.
And the strongest democracy in the world. The Americans, they say we are the oldest democracy, but we say we are the strongest democracy because there has always been a stable government here. And if you look at from 2014, we had a very strong government here, which was not a multi-party government. Otherwise, बहुत time तक इंडिया में multi-party government चलते रहे, coalition governments.
Yeah.
So they were weak. So this is not a weak government. Second point I want to tell you is why then the whole world or why the superpowers are keen to help Pakistan because of varied reasons to my mind. China is keen to help Pakistan because Pakistan की through CPEC जाना है. They have to connect the world through a highway, which this was the earlier Silk Route.
Yes, right.
पुराने सिल्क रूट है, ट्रेड रूट है. तो एक तो ट्रेड रूट डेवलप करने के लिए पाकिस्तान की जरूरत है क्योंकि इट इज गोइंग थ्रू पाकिस्तान, पीओके से भी जा रहा है. एंड सिंस इट इज गोइंग थ्रू पीओके, पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर है. सो दैट वाज वन ऑफ द बोन ऑफ कंटेंशन विद इंडिया ऑल्सो कि इंडिया नेवर वांटेड दिस टू हैपन थ्रू पीओके बिकॉज पीओके इज क्लेम्ड बाय अस, इट इज आवर्स. चाइना हैज मेड दिस सीपेक विदाउट आवर परमिशन. So we have already raised a protest. But the point is, since China has got huge stakes in POK, it has become difficult now. So एक तो reason वो है. दूसरा major reason है कि we are the most growing power in the area. You see, India today is the fastest growing economy in the world.
Yep.
6.75 growth किसी के पास भी नहीं है, न चाइना के पास है, न अमेरिकन से. अमेरिकन तो डाउन हो रहा है. So people are, I will say in a layman's language, the whole nations are jealous of us. The superpowers, the developed, so-called developed nations club, they don't want India to join them. They want to keep India as a developing country.
Keep on developing.
डेवलप करते रहो भाई, हमारे मदद से डेवलप करो तुम. You know that,
Right.
बड़ा साहब वाला जो attitude. So people don't want India to grow and take the rightful place in the world. That is one reason. China's got another reason. Why they are not wanting India? Because if India grows further bigger, it is a challenge, direct challenge to China.
Yeah.
China want to be the number one country in the world today. They are trying to catch up with the Americans. Though they have left our class of economy, we are still a 4 trillion economy. We feel good about it, but China is already 19 trillion economy. They are looking up at Americans now. America is 22, 23 trillion economy. वो तो पकड़ जाएंगे.
Yeah.
Not very fast, not very far. But India, with its strategical importance, with the kind of cultural background and the most ancient civilization we hold with us, most richest culture, and the most intelligent people in the world.
Right.
Today, you find most of the countries developing, you will find a majority of the brain behind them are Indians.
No doubt.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
ये अभी ट्रम्प इज गोइंग टू सफर वेरी सून. ये H1B के ऊपर अभी इतनी रिस्ट्रिक्शन डाल दिया. स्टार्टेड टेलिंग $1 lakh देना पड़ेगा अभी वीसा मिलने के लिए. $1 lakh is 88 lakh rupees. Nobody will be able to afford it. No companies who are middle class companies there are almost 4,500, 5,000 companies there who are employing 60% Indians.
Yeah.
So how do they pay 88 lakh rupees to keep an Indian whose pay is only $60,000, $70,000 in a year? How do they spend 88 lakh rupees again?
Right.
So what will happen? There is going to be a reverse brain drain going to happen very soon. All these people who are the best brain in the world, maybe if this continues, if they don't relax this kind of strict discipline or strict rules, there could be a reverse brain drain, probably the reverse movement.
Right.
Back to home. People will come back, and maybe it is very good for us because if these talented people in the world comes back, most of the foreign companies will be constrained to come to India to do business.
So
You
is
see?
it not going to be something like that कि जब अगर यूएस में H1B वीजा नहीं मिलेगा तो नेबरिंग कंट्री का जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वो इंक्रीज होगा, वो हायर होंगी, वो हायर
बट कहाँ टैलेंट है ये बताओ?
वो इंडियंस फिर वहां जाएंगे ना.
वही ना, लेकिन कर
That will be
सकता
the
है.
second choice.
That is a choice, but then that kind of development should happen in those countries also. ना अभी यूरोपियन कंट्रीज है, they are also taking Indians. They are also taking Indians. But maximum H1B का जो who are the subscribers, 70% are Indians.
Right.
वो भी उस 70% में भी if you look at the statistic you will find तेलंगाना, कर्नाटका, तमिलनाडु उस एरिया से almost 40%.
Yeah.
So the point I want to tell you is connecting with the question you have, why everybody is after India, because not realizing this point, abhi Trump is going to have a backlash very soon, because these companies who are not able to perform because they want the local talents to come and replace these Indians. Trump wants the Americans should be given employment so that there is no unemployment in America. But then where is the talent? These guys will not work the way we work.
Obviously.
Americans are generally relaxing and in a week they work for 5 days, 4 days. And the kind of output what Indians were giving to these companies, Americans will not be able to give. Because उतनी talent तो चाहिए ना. तो टैलेंट हंटिंग कहाँ से होगा फिर?
जॉब करने के लिए टैलेंट तो चाहिए,
टैलेंट तो चाहिए,
डिग्री चाहिए,
तो फिर इन्फ्लेशन होगा और these companies will be compelled to leave America and start elsewhere, especially they will come to India. हमारे लिए फायदा है ये बात. Trump is not realizing it. In the near future, फायदा हमको होने वाला है इस चीज से. So this is another reason China doesn't want India to excel themselves. Americans, of course, a lot of reasons are there. I personally feel Trump has got a personal grudge against our prime minister. ये कुछ पर्सनल बात उसने ले रखी है.
एक साइड तो वो हमारा दोस्त बनता है.
दोस्त तो है ही था, लेकिन I personally feel, with seeing the scenario, when ceasefire happened after Op Sindoor, before anybody announcing the news, Trump announced that ceasefire has been agreed upon and I have initiated the ceasefire. Whereas truth was different. Truth was Pakistan only came to us and requested कि ceasefire कर लेते, we are happy, we will do it. So Trump declared to the world many places. In fact, he declared till today. They were counting around 9 times in 9 forums. He said, "I have made the ceasefire, which India is not agreeing it." Why? The reason is he wants to be the new peacemaker of the world, so that he is the rightful claimant of Nobel Prize,
Right.
which Pakistan has already declared. Trump को Nobel Prize देना चाहिए. ठीक है,
चाचा है ना उनके.
हाँ. Trump has ये मुनीर and the Prime Minister has declared. शहाब सिंह बोला कि शहाब नवाज साहब बोला कि देना चाहिए इनको नोबेल प्राइज, तो खुश हो गया, पर्सनल बूस्ट हो गया उसकी. तो ही इज फीलिंग वेरी हर्ट दैट इंडियंस आर नॉट अग्रीइंग टू इट, कि हमने कराया है. अभी ट्रम्प बीच में बोल रहे थे, देयर वाज अ मीटिंग, देयर वाज अ व्हाइट हाउस स्टेटमेंट. He was saying कि I have made in these last 6 months 7 wars I stopped. The most major one was India and Pakistan. But some were India is not agreeing. तो ये पर्सनल ग्रेड है उसके अंदर. तो आई फील कि ये आदमी ना वो अपना आपको ही इज गॉट ए मेगलोमैनिया काइंड ऑफ इमेज. यू नो व्हाट इज मेगलोमैनिया? You feel that I am semi-god.
Yes, right.
He feels he is godly. तो थोड़ा सा है प्रॉब्लम. तो ये कुछ सब कुछ कर रहा है इंडिया के अगेंस्ट में कि 50% तारीफ कर दिया, 25% पेनाल्टी तारीफ डाल दिया बिकॉज वी आर टेकिंग क्रूड ऑयल फ्रॉम रशिया. बट दिस इज ऑल बहाना वाली बात है. क्यों? चाइना इज टेकिंग मोर क्रूड ऑयल देन इंडिया. आवर क्रूड ऑयल इज बीन बॉट बाय यूरोपियंस. तो उनको क्यों नहीं है? तो उनको भी डाका ना पेनाल्टी. तो हम तो ले रहे, ठीक है भाई, लेकिन हम लोग रिफाइन करके किसको दे रहे हैं? यूरोप को दे रहे हैं. तो यूरोप क्यों ले रहे हैं फिर हमसे? Worst thing is the beauty of the whole thing is America is directly importing many things from Russia. तो पॉइंट ये सब बहाना वाली बात है, इसमें कोई दम नहीं है. So he doesn't want India to flourish, simple as that. Luckily now we are connecting with Europe better. We got it, better trade relations with European countries, EU countries. UK के साथ में we are having a very good trade pact coming up. I hope in the coming days things will settle down.
एक बार फिर मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहता हूं, जो लोग हमारा वीडियो देखते हैं उनमें से 75% ऑफ द व्यूअर्स ने हमें सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है. अगर आपको हमारा कंटेंट पसंद आता है तो प्लीज आप हमें लाइक करें, शेयर करें और सब्सक्राइब करना तो ना भूलें, क्योंकि इससे मुझे और मेरी टीम को बहुत मोटिवेशन मिलती है और इससे हम और ज्यादा मेहनत करते हैं और आपके लिए और अच्छे से अच्छा कंटेंट लाने की कोशिश करते हैं. सो प्लीज डू लाइक, शेयर, सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू.